Story of Burberry of Shoe Brand. This is the story of Thomas Burberry, a British draper's apprentice who, against all odds, created one of the world's most iconic fashion brands. From its signature tartan-patterned cashmere scarves to its timeless trenchcoat design and innovative outerwear fabrics, Burberry has been a symbol of luxury, wealth, and style for over 150 years now. But it all started with a visionary man whose determination knew no bounds. Despite having limited resources at his disposal and facing many obstacles along the way, he was determined to make something special out of nothing. And that he did. His hard work paid off, as today his legacy continues to live on in every piece designed by Burberry, from their classic trenches to modern-day streetwear. So, let's take a journey to discover the story behind this remarkable fashion house. Chapter 1. History of the Burberry brand. The story of Burberry all goes back to the 1800s, when Thomas Burberry was born on the 27th of August, 1837, in Surrey, England. His father was a farmer and grocery seller, and young Thomas attended the Brockham Green Village School for his studies. After completing his schooling, he became an apprentice at a local cloth dealer's shop for 7 years before finally opening his own clothing outfitter in Basingstoke, a small town in southern England with a population of fewer than 5,000 people. He was just 21 years old when he established Burberry's clothing business, and his mission was to provide customers with quality outerwear that could endure all seasons and conditions. In 1856, he opened his first shop in Basingstoke, Hampshire, selling men's outerwear crafted from innovative fabrics that he had developed himself. It didn't take long for the Burberry brand to gain recognition not only in Basingstoke, but also across the whole of England. As a result, he began developing ready-made outerwear, including jackets and coats, while simultaneously researching a material that could be suitable for fishers, hunters, and riders, something lightweight yet durable enough to withstand all types of weather conditions. It was in 1880 that Thomas Burberry finally invented the revolutionary fabric known as gabardine, a lightweight, hypoallergenic material that was both tear-proof and waterproof, yet also breathable. It proved to be an instant hit among farmers who could now wear clothing made from this fabric while working in harsh environmental conditions without worrying about their attires getting damaged. With the gabardine material in his grasp, Thomas Burberry now had the perfect material for his outdoor apparel. He continued to experiment with new technologies and fabrics as he grew his business, and gradually, more and more people started recognizing the quality of Burberry clothing. This led to Thomas introducing a unique tartan check pattern that soon became iconic of the Burberry brand. The popularity of the Burberry brand kept increasing, and Thomas established a factory in Southwick, Sussex. By 1903, he opened a store in Haymarket, London, along with a branch in Paris to cater to customers all around the world. His son, Arthur, joined him in making sure that the Burberry story continued to grow, and it was his son who created the world-famous trench coat in 1912. This was a clothing item that perfectly blended practicality with style, and became an instant sensation among British and Commonwealth troops during World War I, Chapter 2. World War I. A turning point in the Burberry story. The Great War, or World War I as we know it today, had a huge impact on the Burberry brand. It was during this time that the iconic trench coat made its appearance and changed style forever. The British War Office approached Thomas Burberry in 1914 to design outerwear for their officers, which could protect them from all types of weather conditions while still maintaining a sense of style. This was when Thomas and his son Arthur came up with the trench coat. During World War I, soldiers were in need of the perfect outerwear to protect them from the elements in the trenches and on the battlefield. Burberry's innovative gabardine fabric was just what they needed, providing a lightweight yet waterproof protection that would keep out cold, wet days, but still allows for mobility when necessary. The British War Office appreciated this new fabric and commissioned Burberry to make the coat for their soldiers. These coats were designed with a D-ring belt, epaulettes, and pockets that would allow useful items such as maps, cigarettes, food rations, and binoculars to be kept conveniently within reach. Burberry's trench coats were an instant hit amongst the British and Commonwealth troops, who benefited from their practicality and style while they were stationed in the trenches. The coats were so well made that some soldiers even slept in them when conditions became too harsh. Arthur Burberry, Thomas's son, took it upon himself to visit military camps across Europe to ensure the quality of the coats and offer his expertise. This dedication to his work and attention to detail was admired by the troops, who started referring to their trench coats as Burberrys. At the same time, Burberry also supplied various other items, such as water-resistant caps and gloves. In addition, the company began making a range of clothing for officers and enlisted men, including uniforms and leather jackets. The success of the brand's wartime apparel continued to prosper when soldiers returned home after the war. This marked a turning point in the Burberry store as more and more people started requesting its products. The legend of the trench coat was born, and it continues to be one of Burberry's most iconic pieces today. Chapter 3. The Burberry brand in the 19th and 20th century. With the success of its wartime apparel, Burberry continued to evolve and expand its product range during the 19th century. In 1891, Thomas introduced his unique tartan check pattern, which became iconic and instantly recognizable as a symbol of quality worldwide. This distinctive print was seen on various items, from handbags to umbrellas, and even on the lining of the classic trench coat. By 1901, Burberry had opened its first store in London's Haymarket and opened a branch in Paris 2 years later to cater to international customers. This success enabled Thomas Burberry's son, Arthur, to join the business and help continue his father's legacy. The brand continued to grow in the 20th century. In the 1970s and 80s, modern stars like David Bowie and Twiggy started wearing Burberry. 1 in every 5 coats exported from Britain belonged to Burberry at this time. It was a crucial period in the brand's history, as it was during this time that its unique logo, the knight in horse emblem, was introduced. The logo became an instant hit, and people started to recognize Burberry as a symbol of luxury and quality. The 1990s and 2000s saw Burberry's popularity soar even more, with the brand becoming a favorite among celebrities such as Madonna, Kate Moss, and David Beckham. However, the success of Burberry did not last for long. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, a number of C-list celebrities and football fans started wearing the brand's apparel extensively. This drastically damaged its elite image as it became popular amongst Britain's chav group. As a result, luxury stores in Britain like Selfridges and Harvey Nichols stopped showcasing Burberry. That was a major blow for the brand, as it had become synonymous with luxury worldwide. The situation became so dire that Burberry even considered filing for bankruptcy. In response to this, Burberry took major steps to tackle this issue and reclaim its elite status. Creative director Christopher Bailey was appointed in 2001, and he quickly modernized the brand's aesthetics while still honoring its heritage. It led to a resurgence of the classic trench coat and other pieces such as ponchos, scarves, and the iconic Burberry check pattern. Things started changing for the company after Christopher Bailey's arrival. Earlier, Bailey was the senior designer of women's wear at Gucci and had already made a name for himself in the fashion industry. He was brought on board as chief creative officer, and his first collection showcased Burberry's iconic check pattern alongside modern designs. Bailey also introduced innovative marketing techniques, such as live streaming runway shows on the internet and using popular celebrities for advertising campaigns. This allowed Burberry to reach out to a younger, more tech-savvy audience and create a stronger brand image. The company also started paying attention to digitalization, focusing on customer experience by creating intuitive and engaging online platforms. Burberry's carefully crafted strategies have successfully restored the brand's popularity amongst luxury customers and brought it into the modern era. Today, Burberry is a global fashion house with stores in over 50 countries. Its legacy remains the symbol of luxury and quality, just like it did when Thomas started the brand over 150 years ago. The trench coat continues to be one of its most iconic pieces, and its distinctive tartan check pattern is still instantly recognizable worldwide. The Burberry story is one of the most successful in fashion history. It will no doubt continue to be an example of quality craftsmanship and innovation for many more years to come. And that's a wrap on the fascinating story of Burberry's journey into the world of footwear. From a luxury outerwear brand to a recognized name in shoes, Burberry has truly carved a unique path in fashion history. If you enjoyed this deep dive into their story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more fashion brand histories and insights. Also, let me know in the comments what you think of Burberry's shoe collection. Is it your style? Until next time, stay stylish and see you in the next video.